8 years under Ronald Reagan, serving at the pinnacle of American politics for more than a decade. Well, during that time, Bob Walker was a Republican congressman from Pennsylvania, and he joins me now. Thank you so much for coming in.
I'm delighted to be with you.
So many tributes today. What is your favourite memory?
My favorite memory is really of him coming to the House chamber at one point. I had done parliamentary procedures to stop the Democrats on the floor from interfering with negotiations he was having in Europe. And when he flew back from Europe, he came into Andrews and came immediately to the House floor where the Republican conference was meeting to thank me for what I had done to preserve the integrity of his negotiations. And so that's a favorite memory. I also campaigned a lot with him because I was with Ronald Reagan in the early days, so was opposing George Bush's campaign in 1980. But after they became a team, I campaigned with him and so on. He was just a fantastic individual to have known.
So what was he like when he didn't agree with somebody? Did you see rage or anything like that?
I didn't. I mean, I never experienced that. I'm sure there were times that he was very unhappy with things that were going on. But truly, he believed that politics was not a blood sport, that it was an exchange of ideas, and you win some, you lose some. He did it always as a gentleman. I mean, the dignity of the funeral services, I think, expressed very well the dignity of the man.
Of course, at that time, foreign affairs was really in the ascendant. What do you think is his legacy there?
Well, his legacy largely will be that he presided magnificently over the close of the Cold War. And the reunification of Europe from the Iron Curtain back into the economic sphere of Western Europe. I mean, he doesn't really get enough credit for the way in which that was carried out. The U.S. had a major responsibility and did it beautifully.
Of course, the world is full of what-ifs, but what if he had a second term? What do you think he would have done?
Well, I think it would have been a continuation of where he was. He believed that we needed to get to economic stability. He believed that the United States had a mission globally, and he was moving toward a lot of accomplishments in that area. And in many ways, some of the successes we had in the late 90s, the foundation was laid by George Bush.
Congressman Bob Walker, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Nice to be with you.
Well, even before his death, historians had been assessing the impact of America's 41st president, and earlier my colleagues Katty Kay and Christian Fraser